Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Susie from Susie's Room for Crochet and I'm here today with a tutorial for you to show you how I'm going to join my willow granny squares. So I just put a little video out yesterday of me actually joining them, and I did promise you all that I would be back to show you exactly how to join the squares. So I have all my squares here ready. I've done a little diagram here of what the outlay of the squares are going to be, and basically I'm going to join along the lines here and here, leaving a space for the neck, and then down the other side, and I'm going to work across my squares first of all and then come back down this way. And I'm not going to do all of the squares on camera, but I will show you what I'm doing as I'm going along. So I'm going to start off by joining these 6 squares here together, which I can't get them all into focus, but I'm going to start doing 2, 2 and 2 and just work along. So, and I've decided I was going to do it all in pink, but I've decided I'm going to contrast the yarn now, and I've got this lovely, it's like an icy kind of green, which I think may complement it really well. And I've decided I'm going to use this. But to start off, we're going to make a slip knot, and then we're going to start with a double crochet, but we're not going to finish the stitch, so we're joining using the double crochet 2 together stitch. So we're going to yarn over and then pick up our first square, and I'm going to insert my hook into, there was a chain 1 in between these corner squares, so I'm going to insert my hook into the chain 1 space, grab the yarn and pull through, then yarn over and pull through 2, leaving 2 loops on the hook. I'm going to yarn over again, pick up the other square and insert my hook into that chain 1 space on the opposite side, then grab the yarn and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through the remaining 3 stitches. Then yarn over, come back to your front square. We're going to skip a stitch and insert our hook into the next stitch, grab the yarn and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, leave 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, go to the square behind, skip a stitch, go into the next stitch, grab the yarn and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. So that's 2 stitches we've done, and this is how we're going to work our way along, by yarning over, skipping a stitch, inserting our hook into the next stitch, grabbing the yarn, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, leave those 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, go to your square at the back, skip a stitch into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, you'll have 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3, and just work your way along like this, skipping a stitch and doing unfinished double crochet, then yarn over, complete the first part of the stitch, then yarn over and pull through 3. I'm going to do one more really slowly with you, and then you can work your way along your squares, and I'll be back before I get to the end to show you what we're going to do next. So we're yarning over, skipping a stitch, going into the next stitch, grab the yarn, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through 2, leave that double crochet unfinished, then yarn over again, pick up your back square, skip a stitch, insert your hook into the next stitch, grab the yarn and pull through, you'll have 4 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through 2, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. And this is how it looks, which is quite nice for a join. It gives it more of a lacy join than a closed join if you were just single crocheting, which I think might look a bit nicer. So you work your way along your square and I will be back. And also you can do this on any type of granny square. I'm just doing it on this one because this is what I used for my top, but you can use this to join any kind of granny square. So you carry on crocheting along, and I will be back soon to show you how we're going to finish off. Okay, I'm almost at the end of my first 2 squares, and what I should have mentioned in the beginning as well is we're working on the right side of our work, so the square's facing the right side. And I'm coming up to the last stitch here, so I'm missing a stitch and going into the corner, and then I'm going to miss that stitch and go into the corner on this square. That's just how it worked out. And also you need an even number of stitches for this pattern to work out properly as well, but if all your squares are the same size, you won't have any problem at all. So that's the first 2 joined, and now I'm moving along to the next 2. So what I'm going to do is yarn over, insert my hook into the corner like we did on the first square, grab the yarn and pull through, yarn, whoops, I've got a little bit of the stitch there. It's a little bit awkward when you're working into the corner space because you can't always see where the corner is. Okay, here we go. So that's the first stitch in the corner, leaving 2 loops on the hook. I'm yarning over and grabbing my other square and going into the corner. Grab the yarn and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 3, and we're off again. So skipping a stitch, inserting into the next stitch, and this is how you're going to work your way along for however many squares you have. You'll just continue like this, like when you get to the corner, you just complete that last corner stitch and then move to the next 2 squares and start again like you started. So carry on joining your squares. I'll carry on joining mine, and we'll meet up after I get to the end of this front panel of my top that I'm doing. But you can see how lovely that looks already. I'm really pleased with it, and I'm happy I picked this method to join my squares. So carry on and I'll meet you back soon. Okay, so I've got all the way to the end of joining my first 6 squares, and what we're going to have to do here is finish off. So insert your yarn over and pull your yarn through the loop and just pull that up and snip. Just grab my scissors, snip, and we'll deal with that end later. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start joining down this way for these 2 panels. So what I'm going to do is turn my work around facing this way, and we are going to start off exactly how we did. Actually, I'll start at the bottom. We'll start off exactly how we did going the other way, but going the opposite way. But I just want to show you what to do when we get to the corner here, but we'll start here. So another slip knot again, and then yarn over and insert your hook into the corner. Grab the yarn and pull up a loop. Oops. Sorry, that didn't go quite right. So yarn over, insert your hook into the corner, grab the yarn, pull up a loop. So I'm not sure if I've got this on camera. Yarn over and pull through 2. We're leaving those 2 stitches on the hook, yarn over and go to the opposite square, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through all 3. And then we just continue on like we did before, skipping a stitch, doing an incomplete half double crochet, and then skipping a stitch on the opposite side and yarning over, pulling through 2, and yarning over, pulling through 3. So work your way along until you get to the end of this square, and I will be back to show you what we're going to do when we get to that part. Okay, so I'm almost at the corner. I've done my last stitch and I've got 1 stitch on each back and front left to skip. So what we're going to do is we're going to yarn over and go into the corner space from the previous round and do our stitches how we've been doing them, and get back into the corner of the previous square, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, whoops, can be a little bit fiddly. Let's start that stitch again, yarn over and go into the corner space, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go into the other corner, yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through all 3. And then what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1 and then just go under that stitch and do a slip stitch and chain 1 again, and then continue back into the corner like we did previously. That's my corner space, working our way along again, skipping a stitch and inserting our hook and doing our incomplete double crochets and then pulling through all 3, and that's how the corner will look, nice and neat. And we're just crossing over and continuing to the end here, and then start again and continue here. I mean, if you're doing a blanket and it's bigger, you'll have like more squares to go up and down, but as this is a top for me, I don't have so many squares to go up and down before I have to change. So I'm going to continue joining my squares. You should have the gist of how to do this now, and what I will do is upload it onto my YouTube channel as well, so that you can pause and rewind more easily. So carry on, and I will meet you back soon to show you what mine looks like finished, and if I have to add any more rows or whatever. So I will see you all back here very soon.